Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some more roster reviews. Today we're starting with Batso123. This is a paid review, but give thanks to the paid reviewers because if I'm being slow to get back around to another roster review video, they always kick me into gear because I know I need to do it sooner. But yeah, we got 4.45 million GP. Said he started in around 2023, but then stopped early 2024. And he had just gotten executor before he stopped playing, so that's why he's still at 5 stars. Got sucked into a few hyperdrive bundles and is currently farming Galactic Legend Ray. So we're in Carbonate 4. I've got a lot of work to do. Executor looks like he has a 2-star punishing one. Probably missed the marquee event. Yeah, because that was mid-late 2024, mid-late last year. So yeah, it's unfortunate. You got to farm it from 0, but yeah, I mean, keep at it. Bounty hunters, it should come to you. Saving crystals ideally for executor, but I'd recommend not spending crystals on the refreshes until you can actually get to the next star. Like if you have enough crystals to get to the next star, that's when you spend them. Don't spend to get like halfway, because if you need the crystals for something else, you need them for something else. And of course, with a Grand Arena standing, we need a variety of ships. So Galactic Republic, big working on point. So a lot of this is from a bundle, but I do recommend Endurance and Marauder. I can't do anything. I also have a 5-star executor. I can't do anything in Fleet Arena with it. I rely on my Mace Windu, Endurance, and Marauder, but for where you're at, it's probably best to just keep developing executor, figure out how you're doing your mirrors, and just tailor that since you have the second best fleet in the game already. It's just a matter of making it better. But Marauder, I do recommend long term to keep a look at. It's just not your Fleet Arena team. I'd recommend farming TIE Defender at some point too when you are more focused on trying to climb up the ranks in Grand Arena. I see no Datacrons at all. We don't even have that as a segment on the left side. Pretty limited ships overall. Yeah, I mean, I guess in Carbonite you only need 1 offense, 1 defense, and Executor. Probably bring it on offense to make sure you're at least clearing, or if you really think your opponent doesn't have anything that could get in your way, that's when you set it on defense. No GLs at all. That's unfortunate. That does hurt your chances of climbing at all, because we already see tons of huge accounts with GLs in Carbonite that are just loitering there, basically. But you need some firepower to fight back. And for what I'm seeing, it seems like we do have a good amount of just Lightspeed bundle purchases. I would hold off on any Lightspeed bundle purchases at all for the foreseeable future until you can get a bunch more Zetas, get some coherent teams, and think of the teams you're specifically having trouble with and work on solutions to that. So Starkiller is someone you unlocked, you didn't get a bundle for him, but you absolutely need to gear him up, and it's going to work pretty well. You run Emperor Palpatine lead with Mara Jade. I see we got Inquisitors at Relic 5. We don't have Grand Inquisitor. It's probably a mods thing, but I would try to unlock Grand Inquisitor. Boy, I'm feeling... Okay, we do have lead Zeta, so that's good. Yeah, Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade, Starkiller, the core 3. Then you added a Jedi, preferably a tank. And a light side, and a light force user. You have a couple that they're kind of the least important part of the team. You just throw in either of these rays and you're fine. Resistance, since you said you're working on GL Ray. It must be close. So how are we doing on resistance fleet? Yeah, you gotta be really close, I think. So that's awesome. I guess BB-8's one needs to get to Relic 7. Ray's phenomenal. She's a super user-friendly GL. You kind of just throw any light side with her and make it run. Resistance is great because she does have the resistance tag, but you can run anything. Her kit's all about just light side. I saw CLS was gear 12. Do we have a functioning CLS team? We got CLS. Han's gear 12, Chewbacca's gear 10, 3PO Chewie is gear 10, C-3PO is gear 11. C-3PO, that's fine. Discretionary relics, Han, Chewie, Commander Luke. I do recommend after Ray, go for Galactic Legend Leia. That'll force you to get some key elements to build up your teams. A few good Rebels get Rex. I think Chewbacca. No, Chewbacca's Java requirement. You get some good Rebels from Leia, and she is the best GL. So no downside there. I mean, it takes time, but everything in this game does. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, they're going to be good for your assault battles. This account really, I guess, has a lot of work to do on assault battles. You're not getting far with these Jedi teams in assault battle. You might benefit from a ground-up approach. Go just watch my free-to-play farming guide, the starting guide, and just there's a lot of teams I recommend to get those assault battles done. Jedi Revan will go a long way here. Jedi Luke would completely trivialize the event, but he takes longer to get. If you want to go for Jedi Luke, then he's going to make your life easy with that. Sith, you can get pretty far with Palpatine and Vader. Vader and Relics. So this, you should be pushing for at least Challenge Tier 1, preferably Challenge Tier 2 Places of Power. Although it actually will be kind of difficult with this supporting cast. You're looking at these 5. But I think Challenge Tier 1, as long as you get it done, that's good. Phoenix. This might be getting Challenge Tier 1. Gear 11 Cap Rex is kind of rough, though. Night Sister's not getting anywhere in that. CLS is going to do great. And if you get it for Military Might, and if you get Rex to Relics, he's really going to help there. So Rex is actually kind of a key linchpin for making sure you're getting a couple more assault battle levels. What other assault battles we have? We got Bounty Hunter and Imperial Trooper. This might be getting Challenge Tier 1. I think you should be able to. If you're not, just give it a real hard try. This should be, well, seriously start to. I mean, if you're not getting all the Challenge Tier 1 assault battles, you should definitely try to work on that. Inquisitors, really try to push to unlock Grand Inquisitor to help with his assault battle too. He's a struggle at Challenge Tier 3. Challenge Tier 2 is difficult, but Challenge Tier 1 shouldn't be bad. But I feel like I don't know, but I think it's probably really hard with just those. With just those 5. Anything else going on? I mean, just kind of, it's really, yeah, the account's a little chaotic, so it's kind of like ground up thing. The good news, you already have Executor. Fleet is the biggest thing. You want to keep working that up as your highest priority. There's a lot of noise here. You know, Sana, Honda, I guess that's Afra bundle. You might have picked up. But really just focus on the assault battles. Including Padawan Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, and Master Qui-Gon. Get the Omicron for Padawan Obi-Wan. Yeah, even now, 4 million GP, you are qualified for Hard Conquest. You're going to be pretty much struggling in Hard Conquest. I don't know what teams you have that are even decent for Conquest. I mean, Empire is a good PvP team. It's not good in Conquest. Starkiller as well. Imperial Troopers kind of struggle because they can't really get the first turn. So, Padawan Obi-Wan Omicron is your best friend that you should get. And CLS is a team that's really going to help. Phoenix is good as well, but you really want to make sure that Rex is in Relics. So really, yeah, I wouldn't be... You finish Ray, you're close to Ray, but I wouldn't be chasing any other big farms until you iron out your functionality for just basic game modes. So that's my recommendation overall for the account. Let's take a look at the mods. Piet fastest, 127 speed. It's not horrible. It's not great for the fastest. 110, also not great, but you got the schema right. Protection, very nice. Mara Jade also is a good high priority. No 6 dots, not a good sign. Only 78. So let me see. I mean, just trying to make sure everyone has a speed arrow. Yeah, I mean, just really hit the mods a lot, like the challenges, and be disciplined about leveling them up and checking to try and get good speed. And if you find decent speed rolls, like if it's 5 dots, it's got 3 or so rolls on speed, you know, you keep working that up to 6 dots, extra rolls, calibrations, all that. Java's really helpful for the mods, but I would recommend getting Leia first to get a foolproof GL that can kick butt. Like, it's really hard to screw it up. You know, you throw Leia, R2, and Drogon, a couple other rebels, and watch it go. Both, yeah, like this, the mods overall, like the scheme, the sets seem to match what I'd recommend. Like even this, a lot of health, that's gonna be good under Rey. The sets you have in a good spot, yeah, offense and potency. He doesn't really crit much. I think he does. Does he do special? Yeah, he does special, so it's a special crit damage or crit chance. But yeah. It's just, you gotta work on them, of course. Offense, potency, yeah, great set choices. Over 100 speed. He's kind of slow to start, so it's, you know, it's not bad. Extra potency, I'd say crit damage if you got extra offense. So you're making right picks. It's just you don't have as much to pick from. Of course, make sure everyone's got all the mods. Yeah, speed arrows, huge priority. Yeah, these two, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, farm them. They're accelerated. They're going to be great for you. Great for soul battles. Great for conquests. Just fantastic. Do we have Traya? No Traya at all. And big thing, if you aren't already, make sure you're in a guild that's active. Let me actually check on this guild. So here's the guild, 48 members, that's great. But the big thing is how often are you running the raid? Looks like every 10 days or so. So not a super active guild. Attacking members is 32 or less for the past few months. This is not a very active guild. I do agree with the stance of quitting Order 66 if you only get 11.6 million. They trade great drag it up, but Speeder Bike Pursuit, yeah, that's the easiest one to do. I try to go for a more active guild. It doesn't have to be a bigger guild or much bigger guild, but try to get one that has nearly 50 very active players, and then demonstrate that you are worthy to be in that guild by being good with your tickets, hitting the raid, and so on and so forth. That's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for letting me take a look, and on to the next one. Next up, we got Kowal. They're in Horda. I don't know. 10.4 million GP on the larger end. They requested the review back in March 2024, so they've done a lot since then. I'm just going to try to figure out what they don't have instead of what they do. Kyber 2 at 10 million. About as good as you'll get. I mean, I'd be extremely impressed to see 10 million, like closer to 10 million. In Kyber 1. At this point, Kyber 1's just pretty packed. So, I mean, already look at all the capital ships. So this player might not be someone that's itching for a review still, but I'm still going to do it because he did wait. Comeuppance 4-star. At this point, you know, anything, you kind of farm whatever you can, whatever you have missing. Galactic Republic, what we got? Yep. Got Marauder. Kyber 2, I would be shocked to see no Marauder built up. Empire, we do have Scythe. Gauntlet and TIE Reaper, those are honestly the ones to kind of like leave behind. And Gauntlet Starfighter, that actually kind of preserves a profundity counter because they're not too fast. Because Gauntlet has extra speed already, and I think there's a point where you want to let profundity go, and then you cleanse off after they've all gone, or some of them. So yeah, no, the ships are looking good. Bounty Hunter, what do we got? You know, could consider extra relics on some of those, especially Bosk. Not a huge priority. Executor R9, kind of a big deal. So it's one of the first R9s I ever had. Huge consideration. The other two, you're forced to do it, but Executor can make a good difference. And before I get to the characters, we do have the two main Focus Datacrons. Already purchased Wampa, as have I. So, I mean, I would look for you to be more engaged with Datacrons beyond level 5. They're expensive, but the best you're going to get is when you get to, at least level 8. If you get really good stats on the first roll-up, you can kind of leave them at 8. But 9 to reroll those stats, get a lot of defense on this set, a lot of health on this set. At the high levels, it's not... There's a few killer, like, level 9 specific setups you want, but most of your roster is just generic Datacrons for stats. But yeah, try to look to be a little more active with those. So we got 6 GLs. 3 light side, 3 dark side. We're missing Lord Vader, Ahsoka, and Rey. So Lord Vader and Ahsoka, I mean, great choice for the last ones to go for it. They are the most resource intensive, most difficult, and, most iffy in a lot of ways. Ahsoka needs Ezra. I mean, top of the count looks good to me. Ahsoka needs Ezra, which so does Rey. But since you don't have Rey or Ahsoka, let me see. Yeah, you got him. I say I don't know where you put him specifically. Probably, JML. JML he's really good. He's one of the best characters in the game, and you have him at 7 stars. So even if you don't have Rey or Ahsoka, get him up, put him out there, see what it can do. At the very least, he passes a free turn to someone. He's kind of taunting and dodging all the time. He does good damage. He ramps well. I like to run him with JML plenty. Like I've done that in Squad Arena when I'm playing around. If there's no cost to not having him somewhere else, he's good. This Jedi faction is very nice. I mean, Relic 9, these two, fantastic. You're probably not having trouble in Conquest, as evidenced by Jocasta, Ezra. And do we have Smee? No, so maybe you could benefit, unless you just haven't activated him yet. If you're not able to red crate each time, or maybe you just didn't use the currency to unlock him right away. Padawan Obi-Wan Omicron is such a nice luxury quality of life Omicron. So we don't have Hondo or Sana, so that means we don't have Afra. Not missing out on a ton there. I mean, you're probably good on this too, but Imperial Remnant. Yeah, so Relic 5 on these 3. I say push them to 7. That Relic 7 tier is actually really nice as well. Some good rewards. So just push that, but nice to see Darth Moff Gideon there. Are we close-ish to Geo Rey? Because, I mean, she is fantastic. At this point, you shouldn't even think twice about farming her as your next GL. And then you can, actually great opportunity. At the end of this reward track, get this smuggler token, use it on Zori. That's some free Kybertech. She's gear 9. I think you can get her to gear 9 with a Kybertech. But yeah, just slap it on. That's a free Kybertech. You farm your Rey, you're going to have a Zori team too. I mean, you got to get her to gear 13 and stuff, but yeah, it's a good deal to me, I think. Ufus. Yeah, Ben makes sense to kind of leave there for now. Maul also makes sense, sadly, to kind of leave him lower. I love that Malchus is all the Omicrons. Let me just check his stats, by the way. A little on the slower end. You can speed him up. He doesn't need to go after every single character. Seer benefits from a lot of the enemy team taking turns before you, but once anyone on your team takes a turn, you're not any worse for wear on it. So I think you can speed him up some. Good damage, and the offense is great. So that's really nice. I love Malicos. You got Reva, just lead. Yeah, that's all I have. You don't need any more Omicron. Starkiller, all 3. And this one I think isn't necessary because it's only while unleashed, but you can't take it back, of course. And we do have Balin, so that's great. I mean, good. The account's well put together so far. What are we really missing? New Bad Batch. You're not missing out on too much. Unless Order 66 is in shambles. Yes, I mean, maybe you want to work a little bit more on some Order 66 stuff. This roster is scraping the bottom of the barrel. Keller and Beck team, I mean, get Jocasta, gear her up. So if you want to gear one character to help you, Jocasta. Shoot at least for like an R7. So Keller and Beck, Shakti, Jocasta, Relic 7. Plo Koon, honestly, could be, but yeah, I mean, you want to work on some of this. New Bad Batch, they're not accelerated, you know, it's a longer farm. They're not that good. Clones and Tarkin. Yeah, just, I mean, for the sake of the raid, do Tarkin, Scorch, and, you know, this guy's Glow Trooper. You could get a decent team. Or Tarkin and Scorch alone at R9. You're a ways off from that, but they alone can do it. But, you know, build a Clones team. I'd go for that over a Bad Batch team. Or I wouldn't push the new Bad Batch so hard because they're a little lackluster. Oh, Gungans. That's going to be right for the picking. Gungans are fantastic. They're such a good Swiss Army knife team. They just answer a lot of, solve a lot of problems that seem difficult just because of how little damage they take. It's only 4 characters for a legendary, and then that legendary goes right in with the requirements. It's actually a really nice deal. So, yeah, I'd say Ahsoka kind of last thing on your mind. Lord Vader, get Rey first. But, you know, try to work on those Order 66 teams. Use the Smuggler token on Zori. Get her up. The Gear 12, that's nice. But overall, I mean, this is just next steps. Like, overall, it's a pretty great account. Got a Rebel Fighters team, looks like. All these are pretty skippable. You don't need to worry about a Mon Mothma team anymore in Kyber. Wait. Yeah, someone's just on my mind. I guess I can check out Sith. Yep. Stuff. Bane. Oh, nice sister. I wanted to see Great Mothers. Yep, got Great Mothers. What's their speed? 311. Not running that super Ahsoka counter. I'm not either. But yeah, no, it's good. It's a good account. Just, you know, keep going, and I don't think you would probably need my help, but there's my input. Plus 177 speed, 570. We got good damage. Got some offense. That's good. What's his offense? I've been liking health, but you know, offense still can't go wrong. JMK second fastest. I mean, that's all right. He's not like a big modding picky. Good health. Yeah, speed. Yeah, I mean, you don't need like a ton of offense on her. So yeah, just health and speed. JML, how we doing with protection? Very nice. Very good. So decent extra health too. A little slower than I'd like. And no extra potency at all. But yeah, good. We got survivability here and some speed. A little anemic and a little slow, I'd say. He might not make it to the end of a few battles, and he might get to his ultimate a little bit short. Plus 163 on Mara Jade. Yeah, I guess in Kyber 2, like, that Starkiller team is still big play. I always just throw Starkiller with Malicos now. It's kind of sad state of affairs for Starkiller team, but it is what it is. Luthen, I think that's pretty good. I mean, he's really fast. Cat. Go more health instead of protection, because she runs under JMK, and that's a bigger deal. And the crit damage, I tend to like. Offense is fine too, but it just makes for really big force leaps. Gideon. Decent speed, and you do have Dark Room Moff Gideon geared up, so that's fine. Admiral Piet, I honestly don't think he needs to be that fast anymore. Imperial Troopers, like in higher Kyber, like Imperial Troopers aren't really doing much for you, and you don't have Lord Vader, so he could donate. You could even do like a full mod trade with someone that you want to go faster. Because he's not super picky with his primaries either. Boss can grief back to back, so that's always a good thing. More protection there. because you really just got to survive. This is kind of like a hit squad that specializes in taking down like a couple people at a couple characters at a time. But most stuff up here isn't like a bad priority. And I know like you got over 300 speed here still, so you've got pretty deep modding. Who's someone I am gonna who I could like shame being low? Viva. Most people do offense modding on her because she does like, you know, health primaries and stuff, or protection primaries, but offense set because she does hit pretty hard. Treya, that's good speed for Treya. I don't think she needs to be the fastest one out there. She's doing pretty good. Star Killer modding. Good health, decent speed, quick damage, and great offense. Yeah, I think he's good. Malgus, lots of health. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I can only really nitpick a few mod things, but overall, very nice. I'm not surprised you're still in Kyber 2 just because the collection isn't complete enough yet, but if you keep working on it, you can get to Kyber 1 for sure. Alright, thanks so much for letting me take a look. And our last review for today, RustyGardenChair. I love it. Kyber 1, so we went even larger, but they've waited a while and I'm going to do the review. It started in 2015, so basically a day one player. They were working for Bo-Katan. They probably long since got her. They try to chase the newest, coolest things, focus on Grand Arena and TW. It says mainly free to play, hadn't spent in years as of March 2024. Gosh, I'm so behind March 2024. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, Kyber 1, 12.6. I mean, great. Skill rating 3924. They are higher skill rating than me right now. So this is going to be a little bit, I don't know, like what can I tell you if you're ahead of me? Wow, I'm like 3840 or something. So yeah, I'm not the best player in the world, but someone better than me wants me to take a look at their account. Yeah, all the good ships, you know, endurance. It's easier to see what we're missing. You know, you might not like it, but these reviews are easier for me. It's not like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff out there. Pick this and then that, and then what's exactly the priority? I don't know. Marauder, yeah, you could bump a couple of those to Relic 7 or all of them. Better Marauder, better the stronger the Marauder is, the better. We got an R8 Umbaran, stronger than mine. Yeah, I think you typically want Anakin a little faster than Marauder. Plus 15, yeah, that's perfect, right? It's 189. Yeah, so, I mean, that is as is. Bump up your Anakin, you can bump up your Marauder. Datacrons, plenty. I guess he only picked up the one from this set. That's a little surprising. No Africron. Because you can't forcibly dismantle this yet. These are expiring soon, but that's the only one he got, so that's a little surprising. The big three from this set. Already picking up some of the new folks' Datacrons. Which, I don't blame you for. I mean, I might need to be taking notes from this player. Every GL, it looks like, yeah, every single GL. Bane R9, Malicos R9. Gas, come on, get him to R9. You need him for R9 for a new Honda, right? Yeah, so, yeah, just do it. Not too much to pick on here. What's the bottom? I'll scrutinize this Order 66 and stuff soon. Oh, Kickstone and Relics, what are you doing? Come on. Diba Blaba. You can relic at 4 stars now, you know. No new Bad Batch. No armor. I mean, armor, she sits the bench a lot for me. Sometimes she can be useful, but... so this is why they're lower GP than I am, even though they're, like, doing better. Like, a lot of this is just dead weight. I got everything to, like, gear 12 just because... Just I had the itch to do it, and I had plenty of gear, but... A lot of this is, you know, you can pass. I mean... Gar Ice, Darkside Mando's not really a huge player. Old Republic, and Zalbar Omicron, I don't think it's worth it for a player this high up. Scorch and Relics, that's good. Maybe not, he's maybe not overflowing with, you know, Gear 12 mats or anything, but... Order 66 raid. I mean, this is the big focus right now for endgame players. I also got my SME SM33 to Relic 7. I think that's a good point until we have like a full team. You know, Sky's Clone Trooper 6-2, Apo. Yeah, I'm off target. Hey, you could be, I don't know if you have already, you could be making use of the approach I came up with for my Relic 7 clones. Plo Koon is forced to R8, but, you know, Killer and back Jocasta, yeah, you got a Jocasta team, you got Dark Side clones, so that could be 3.6. And if you solos, like Nest, Honda. I mean, new Bad Batch, definitely you are farming them, so that's good. I don't blame you for dragging your feet or not being in a huge hurry, because they're not that exciting, but they are going to be using this raid for the next year, so might as well make the investment. But yeah, you're not really missing anything, so let's just look at the speed and then wrap up this review. So Springlock Kyla plus 189, very solid, you know, crit damage, good health. I'm thinking, oh no, not health there, but that's good. Lord Vader's pretty fast, plus 181, lots of protection. Good. JMK, plus 186 speeds, quick damage, triangle on him. Ahsoka, 79, lots of health. I mean, I'm pretty certain that the modding is going to be good. Let's just look for a little interesting thing. So that's the Ray. Like, there's always kind of like different. Almost 200k health. I like at least over 500 speed. You know, it's not a big deal. She's a well-modded Ray. How fast? That's too slow, I think. I mean, the health is great. Too slow. Echo being the fastest, I'm curious. This must have some kind of specific purpose. Well, maybe, I mean, the Queen Amidala team, that's where he lives right now. Queen Amidala team. And that's, yeah, that's not a bad place. Ezra, 377, that's fast. Mine's close to that. Good damage. Health, I mean, he's just so good. He's a relic 9 consideration for sure. Darcher or just Moff Gideon. I don't have the same affinity as I used to for being super fast. And like Mara Jade, I'm not sure if you're still running Standard Starkiller. If you are, I'd want to know what for. And if you're not, yeah, she's right for the pick. And her mods, what's 180 speed? That's insanely fast. You give them to someone else. Keep her in mind when you're filtering your mods. To mod someone new. 360 speed, it's great. I mean, health, good damage. That's what I do. Great Mothers, very fast. 353, insanely fast. That's kind of scary. And Morgan up there. So this is a anti-Ahsoka nuke build. Yeah, no, I mean this roster is really great. They're ahead of me. So what else can I say about a roster at that point? So there's not too much. So I guess we can wrap this one up a little earlier. Yeah, see, offense. Oh, good speed all the way down here. Still over 300 speed. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of plus 300 or 300 speed characters. That's a lot. All right, well, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks, everyone, so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.